singing lessons, and most voice actors sing because you have to have a good ear to hear accents and to hear mimicry and stuff like that. We actually have a course online called VoiceStars with a Z.com where you can kind of put it in your computer and see if you kind of have what it takes before moving somewhere major. Because to be in animation, you really have to be living in Los Angeles to really make a go for it. But I think it's wrong to say, everybody come on and try, because a lot of people are going to have their hearts broken. It's not an industry that's like, come on in, open arms, anybody can do it. I see the same 20 people everywhere I go, and part of the reason is they like people that can do several different voices because they can pay you for one scale rate for 3 characters. They want you to be confident because the studio time is really expensive, so they want you to come in and nail it. So if you're not ready yet, you shouldn't do it. But any kind of acting class, I mean, you have a great sounding voice. I don't know anything about your acting skills, but any chance you get to get your acting skills and work on that is going to help you. And you should definitely try with like local radio stuff and local commercial stuff, just to kind of get that studio experience.
And every town you live in usually has a voice coach or two.
Right. Yeah. The other thing I just wanted to know about is, are you more comfortable I know you've done live action stuff, although I've never seen it really, but I don't watch TV anymore. But do you feel more comfortable in front of the camera or behind the microphone?
You know, I grew up doing everything in Toronto. I did stage and I did TV and film and animation, and I think I'm comfortable doing it all because that's just my thing and where I'm from. But I do mostly voiceover, and that's definitely where I feel my most expertise. Like if I had to do something on camera that was unique for me or different. I mean, I just got offered something this past weekend where it was going to be like something really dirty, and I'm like, oh no, I can't do that. Because I'm shy, because, you know, I've got a lot of great adult fans, but I also do have a tremendous amount of children that I can't have downloading naked pictures of Derek.
But they can download dirty pictures of Twilight, that's okay. I mainly just asked because at this point, I'm kind of dying for Harley Quinn for a live action version of Harley Quinn in a movie, and at this point I'm kind of like, yeah, she should do it. She's the only one I can think of.
I agree.
Well, one of the good things is with the video game industry picking up, that you can also look that way to do voices in video games on top of cartoons. So,
thanks so much.
thank you. Okay.
Hey, I'm Jesus. I'm from Georgia, and I came all the way to Nashville to try to see you. But I would love you and Drawn Together. You're so hilarious with Tooth and Princess Clara. You say God damn it. I love it when you say that. God damn. I love you, that show. You're so hilarious. Every episode, Drawn Together is all about you. You make the show. You and Cree Summers. Oh my God.
Thank you.
I have a question about Drawn Together. Like, that's a different show like you're not used to. Like, it's more adult related. Were you comfortable doing it? Or?
Well, I can tell you that being that I spend most of my days doing kids shows, it was pretty fun to get in the studio and swear. And I remember I first played Black Chick's Tongue over the phone with my mom, and she started to cry, and I'm like, Mom, are you okay? She's like, it's so beautiful. I'm like, are you listening to the words? I mean, because I do so much kid stuff, that was really fun for me.
Okay, cool.
I miss that show.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much for the show. Have a good day. Thank you.
All right, next. Come on up.
Howdy, hey, I'm a Brony and I love it. Love your show.
I'm
Great.
Brony.
Well, my name's really Tyler. I'm from Maryville, Tennessee. And my first thing, when I actually saw that you were coming to this, my one question was, what was your thought about being Twilight Sparkle and My Little Pony?
Well, you know, when I first heard about the show, Lauren actually came to my house, and she showed me all the original drawings from her Equestria and Canterlot and all the ponies, and it was such beautiful artwork. You know, I worked together with her on Powerpuff Girls and Foster's Home, and she asked if I would help her pitch this pilot. And we'd both had My Little Pony toys as kids, but when I saw her art, I was just completely blown away. And I'm in my little home studio right now. You can kind of see my mic stand. And this is where we actually recorded the pilot. I did Twilight for her and Rainbow Dash. Twilight, Pinkie Pie, and Applejack.
Wait, you've done Pinkie Pie?
I did it just for her pitch. I did all 3 characters for her pitch. And once she heard me do Twilight, she's like, you're Twilight. You have to be. So it was kind of just meant to be how it all came together.
Awesome.
That was awesome.
Thank
nice
you.
talking to you.
Cool. Come on up.
Hey Tara, I'm Austin Teagarden. I'm from Knoxville.
Hi.
Hey, is there any difference you think in like recording and stuff when you realize the fan base of My Little Pony is a little different than expected?
Well, that was like a surprise to everyone that we have such an amazing following in an adult community, and it's a pleasant surprise, and I'm sure if you've seen my Twitter, I embrace it wholeheartedly. Extraordinary. It doesn't really change my performance in the show, because I think that's what drew everybody to it, was the genuineness of the characters and the acting. But I did make the guy from Mad TV throw in some little Brody shout outs, and I don't know if you've seen like what was it called? It was like a
Equestria Girls?
war horse thing. So the cake just said, how do you do that? And I'm like, you have to say hi bronies on the cake. So when it comes to other things, I have people sort of change what they originally do. But I don't think anybody can touch what the brony community has done. Like I said, I've done all these amazing roles, and I recorded Licious, and I recorded Harley-licious, and Ben 10-licious, and
If you're able to go up there and talk to her, ask her,
Charlie-licious is the only one
what's
that
your
went
idea?
viral, so,
What do you think about
bronies are
Derpy?
best fans.
What do you think about the thing going on to Derpy? Okay? What do you think? Say this. What do you think about the problem with Derpy? Okay. Do you think there's any problem with Derpy, or stay Derpy the same? That's what you should say. I'm here recording this.
What was your main inspiration to do that kind of voice with her?
Well, when I first came into audition, the character said she was really dark, and I thought she's kind of like Batgirl, and she's kind of like Kylie from Ghostbusters, but then there was this other element where she's like the son of Satan, the daughter of Satan. And I also thought I had to do something a little different to separate her from Kylie and from Batgirl. And I didn't really know what that was when I was in the audition, and I just recorded it in my own voice, and I left the room, and then I said to the director, Andrea Romano, can I try one more thing? It literally just came to me as I was leaving the room to put that little roll underneath and kind of say everything like that. And that's what book the part. It's sometimes those last minute instinct ideas that you get that you kind of have to go with.
All right, thank you.
And it was fun doing it yesterday with the full cast again. It was fun being all together
Oh,
again.
I can't wait for that. Thank
Cool.
you.
Thank you. All right. Hey.
Hi.
You. Come on in. Hop in a little bit closer. There you are. She can see you.
Hi, I'm
She
Twilight
has
Sparkle.
sparkle hair.
Yes, ma'am. I got it. Smarty pants.
I like it.
Hi, my real name is Celia, and I'm from Sevierville.
Hi.
Very nervous. I'm sorry.
Don't be nervous. I can't smell you over Skype.
Hooray! Okay. Miss Strong, I'm an amateur voice actress, and there's one thing that kind of, I know that it's kind of a staple of women doing little boy voices, but how in the world do you get a little boy voice to not sound constipated?
Because the little boy voice that I can do, all he does is sound just that.
Maybe take it out of your nose a little bit, because that's why it's getting that constipated sound. It's like a little bit too nasally. Like when you think of a boy, think a little bit deeper in here.
Like deeper in the throat, like down like this maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
The placement?
it. Yeah, you sound good.
yeah.
I have your
See,
voice.
you just did two different boy voices.
See?
And by the way, there's room for the kind of stuffy nose boy voice too. Because, I mean, I can't tell you how many different 10-year-old boys I've done. Wait.
Wow! Love you, Tara.
The truth is, when the reason why women perform boy voices, those boys' voices change. For instance, if they wanted to pick up another season of Chowder, we couldn't really because Nicky was so special in that role, and doesn't sound like that anymore. So, and the other thing is when they're using children in sets, they have to have set tutors and do different scheduling, so it's easier to use adult women. But really, in your own practicing, just practice different sounds and record yourself and see if you can make it. Just play with the pitches and the levels of your sound, and even do it with less rasp. When I'm doing Timmy, he's not all rasp. Timmy's like, cool. I wish Cosmo and Wanda were here.